Good afternoon, welcome to Fishing for Bees. March 29th, like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 48 degrees with a little bit of wind. So I'm going to go on and check the colonies here at the holding yard. These are the late season swarm catches that are the most vulnerable and needed the most pampering, so we kept them in a yard that's easily accessible. But this is the feeding station near the yard that I spoke about in another video. Simple poultry feeder with some marbles. Make sure they don't drown. And the activity is really good today, which makes me concerned that there might not be much nectar in the environment. So I just want to check their feed reserves, likely for the last time. You know, I don't want to burn through the Hive Alive fondant and throw it on there. It's only going to be something that they use for a couple days, so before the bloom starts. So we're going to get in there and check them, but check this out. Unbelievably good activity at the feeder. We got some sun in themselves and not too much fighting, which is good. So make sure you use those marbles and twigs and sticks in all your feeders or they'll drown. So here we are. I just want to give you a quick look before we dig inside. We got good activity at all the entrances. Landing boards look pretty good. The middle one was always my biggest concern, and because I didn't like how high it was, being 3 high. And the middle one this spring has been the most active. Tons of pollen. So good to see. Again, as I've mentioned before, I'm not too concerned about the pollen right now. I'm more concerned about the nectar. So I'm not concerned about the protein. I'm concerned about the carbohydrates. We'll get in here and take a look. All right, so here we go from left to right. Here's the smaller of the two nukes. It looks empty, and these are very light. So I don't want to run on empty with no fondant. I'm going to give them another half. And their temperament isn't the greatest, so it might be that they're lacking food. We are feeding them with the poultry feeder. You're not going to put on weight with that poultry feeder, though. Not feeding multiple colonies. And a lot of times with those community feeders, you're feeding the strong colonies. You're feeding the colonies that have the foraging force. You're not feeding the weak colonies with a small population, because they're simply not leaving. They're staying home, keeping the brood nest warm, and they don't have the population to go out and forage. Here's the tall one in the middle. There's fondant in there. There's not much activity up here, which we kind of expected because this top box wasn't the greatest box for overwintering, so nothing for these girls. Here's the deep. Much better temperament this time. This one's ran really nasty sometimes, so they got plenty of feed. Hopefully to get them through to the real spring. All right, so not bad. We did give the one on the left a half a fondant. May just need it for a couple days, but I'd rather them have it than starve to death, obviously. So everything looks good here. The concerns with the other yard would be that they're bigger, raising more brood, stronger populations, which means more mouths to feed, and starvation can come on quicker. So these are just an example of some smaller colonies, but certainly some more concerns in the production yard. So we'll head up there and take a peek one of these days. Keep an eye on the weather. So pretty happy with this. I mean, 100% in this yard, and we didn't feed it, or 100% survival rate in this yard, and we didn't feed it. So that's pretty good. We'll take that. We didn't feed it in the fall. We're feeding it now, and we did give it some fondant. So, but as far as sugar syrup for a heavy buildup to pack those frames in late summer, early fall, we did not feed this yard. So pretty happy with the results. We'll keep you posted. Hope your bees are well. Thanks for watching.